What is the best underdog tactic in Football Manager 2022? It's a question I get asked a lot over on TikTok, Instagram, in the Discord as well. Links in the video description. And today we found it, all right? This tactic, which we will share with you today, got Norwich 4th place in the Premier League with no modifications, no transfers, and it got Derby 3rd place in the Championship after they'd obviously had their 20-point deduction. It looks a little bit like this, and before I share any more of the details with you, let me just go through the kind of story about how I found the tactic and where you guys can find it too. So first off, finding the best tactic or finding the best underdog tactic, for example, in Football Manager is a difficult task. There are a lot of variables and a lot of things one person might consider good, the other person might not consider good, right? There's players, you need good players ultimately to perform in a good tactic. But for the one that we found today, I mean, I've already told you, it's done well with players that aren't actually that good. Luckily, when looking for things like tactics, the internet is our friend. Now, of course, YouTube is one of the best places to look if you're looking for Football Manager tips, tricks, tactics, Wonderkids, etc. And this video I watched, I found absolutely fantastic. It's from Zealand and it's entitled Best Tactic in FM22. Very, very simple. And after watching Zealand's video and definitely not skipping to the end, I found that he had named the unbeatable 4-2-4 tactic from FM Base as the #1 tactic in Football Manager 2022. But a lot of time has passed since this video came out, right? It was published on the 5th of January 2022. We've had some updates to Football Manager, etc. in that time. So I headed on over to FM Base and I could see that some other tactics had been uploaded in that time, right? And they've all been thoroughly tested. We've got Hiding in the Shadows here, which has played 160 matches and got 334 points. We've got 415, the Strikerless Machine, 22.3 by Zaz, and more on Zaz later. 160 matches, goal difference of 195, and total points of 332. So I went back to Zealand's video to see if he'd addressed this in the comments or anything like that, like a pinned comment, you know. And I saw this top comment from Nadi663 kind of made the plot thicken a little bit. Nadi says, I understand that you have ties to FM Base and that you do a lot of great stuff, or they do a lot of great stuff, but in terms of tactic creation and tactic testing, FM Arena is clearly better. Even just the increased sample size of games played, 160 on FM Base versus 912 for the top tactics on FM Arena, is going to make a huge difference in quality to the reliability of results. So where did I go next? Obviously, FM Arena. And by golly, he's right, FM Arena is such a good website for Football Manager tactics. And when heading in to the latest patch for Football Manager, we can see that there is one tactic which tops the lot, and it's not the one from Zealand's video. It's Zaz Blue 4.0. Head on over to FM Arena, go and download this tactic if this is what you're looking for, because it is an absolute beast, especially when it comes to the underdogs. I plugged this tactic in to Football Manager. I plugged it into Manchester City, Norwich, Derby and Fulham. So 2 teams in the Premier League and 2 teams in the Championship. What I'll do now is I'll run you through the tactic and the team instructions for anybody who can't download the tactic for whatever reason, might be playing on Xbox, etc. And then after that, I'll show you the results that we've had, the concrete results, right? In terms of goals scored, goals conceded, etc. and ultimately position in the table. I let it run on holiday for a whole year. I didn't make any transfers, etc. Let me just show you the tactic, right, before I talk anymore. We've got a 4-1-3-2, right? Interesting to see that the midfield is kind of vacated. It's a custom tactic with a positive mentality. In possession, we play out our defence. We're fairly wide. We work the ball into the box with low crosses, extremely high tempo, slightly shorter directness, and never wasting time. In transition, we counter press and we counter and we roll it out. Nothing else is selected. And out of possession, we use the offside trap, a much higher line of engagement, but a standard defensive line, narrow defensive width, I think you would call that, and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. I'll give you a quick flash of each of the individual instructions without talking about them too much, just so if you do need to implement this, you can quickly maybe pause the video and pop these player instructions into your team, because I don't want to waste the guys who are just going to download this tactic. I don't want to waste your time, do I? Let's be fair. And then we'll have a little look at the set pieces, right? So corners, for example, this is what we're set up like to defend. This is what we're set up like to attack. And the left and the right. Free kicks, defend, attack. And then obviously you've got all the different types of free kicks. So that's defend, that's attack, that's indirect wide, etc., etc., right? You get the idea. Right, so let me show you the results, right? Because it is really interesting to see how the different teams performed, right? We'll go straight to the Premier League, and we can see here, Man City didn't win the league, right, with this tactic, but Norwich came 4th in the league, which absolutely remarkable, I think. They won 22 games, and they drew only 2, losing 14. They scored 97 goals, which is the 3rd most goals in the league, just behind City and Liverpool. So it is a goals galore tactic, right? 78 conceded, obviously that's quite high. And a goal difference of just 19, which is the 4th best in the league, and 68 points. They just snuck 4th over Arsenal, who got 66 points. So that in itself, I think, is interesting. Unfortunately, Man City they just didn't do as well, right? 27 won, 4 drawn, lost 7, 113 goals. So again, a lot of goals, but they conceded a lot as well. 43 goals conceded. Maybe something to do with the fact that they basically don't have a midfield, right, in this formation. Let's have a look at the Championship, because Derby, I can't believe it. Honestly, I can't believe how well Derby have done in this one. 3rd place. They didn't get promoted because they didn't win the playoffs, which was unfortunate. Fulham got promoted with 109 points. Again, Fulham and Derby were the 2 tested teams here. Played 46, won 34, drew 7, lost only 5. That's Fulham. 120 goals they scored. Now that is a lot of goals, conceding 54. Derby, 46 games obviously as well. 29 games won, 8 drawn, 9 lost. Scoring 103 goals, the 2nd most goals in the Championship. And don't forget, Derby were deducted 21 points at the start of the game, essentially, because they went into administration. I think that we can crown this, from the data that we've seen on all the tests that have been done over on FM Arena, plus the results that we've had just on this one test here with the 4 teams, the best underdog tactic in Football Manager 2022, bar none. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Please hit subscribe if you are new. Plenty more content coming to you FM22 related. Thanks for watching again. See you soon. Bye.